Among the Band-Aids, cotton swabs, and EpiPens, school nurses added another life-saving tool to their kits, naloxone or Narcan. Since 2023, Texas requires all middle schools and high schools to carry Narcan, a medicine used to reverse opioid overdoses. That's in response to the nation seeing an increased rate of overdoses among adolescents within the past 5 years. The Centers of Disease Control Youth Risk Behavior Survey data summary and trends shows that substance abuse among 15 to 19-year-olds in the U.S. is down. In 2013, data from the CDC shows that 16% of high school students used illicit drugs such as heroin or ecstasy. In the 10-year span, numbers have decreased with only 10% of high school students using illicit drugs in 2023. But the number of adolescents who died from a drug overdose in 2021 is almost 4 times the amount of deaths in 2019. In El Paso, 3 teens died of opioid-related overdoses in 2023. Along with 2021, that was the most deaths in any year so far.
The exposure to drugs is not at a younger age, so there are more kids that are being exposed to drug use.
School nurses like Gabriela Garcia are finding it challenging to keep up with the trends.
The hard thing is right now that there is a lot of combination of drugs that are being used, so we don't know what we're going against.
The West Texas Regional Poison Center in El Paso has seen an increase in emergency calls on drug usage. In August 2024, in an interview with El Paso Matters, Director Salvador Beza said the center saw 26 emergency intervention in teens due to opiates in 2021. But thus far in 2024, they've only seen 8 emergency interventions. Beza also told El Paso Matters that modern drugs are taking different forms. Oxycodone, Percocet, and Xanax bars are the most common brands of counterfeit pills. Ways to identify fake pills, according to Pfizer, is looking for crumbly appearances, misspellings of product names, and compromised packaging. According to the U.S. Drug Enforcement Administration, 5 out of every 10 pills that are laced with fentanyl contain a lethal dose. Fentanyl is also being mixed with illicit drugs such as heroin and cocaine, according to the DEA. In 2022, the DEA began to warn about rainbow fentanyl making its way through the U.S. Beza said it is hard to determine what drug or drugs a child took in an opiate-related overdose. Garcia faces a similar issue of being unable to identify exactly what drug a student has taken if they don't tell her. She must administer several tests to be able to treat the symptoms of the drug. Some of the tests include a balance test, a pupil test, and a finger-to-nose test. Additionally, Garcia has a sheet with symptoms of when one is under the influence of a certain drug. The Harm Reduction Coalition says an overdose can lead to a coma and vital organs shutting down. Intervention must happen 3 to 5 minutes to slim the chances of death. Data from the El Paso County Medical Examiner Office shows an upwards trend of overdoses in El Pasoans of all ages. Scattered across Garcia's office are posters of anti-drug abuse and overdose resources locally and nationally. Trainings, education, and overdose prevention programs are considered key in the fight against overdoses. This is Sofia Sierra reporting for Borderzine.com.